What's up, everybody? Anthony here, specialtymotorcars.net, and behind me I got another one for you folks. A beautiful 1991 Cadillac Brougham D'elegance, however you want to say it. This is a beautiful one. 5.7 liter powered, Academy gray over a gray leather interior, gray leather D'elegance interior. Beautiful gray top, silver lowers. It's a beautiful car. Really a stunning example, and it's a great car for anybody to get into and start their collection with, because this car has got a lot of great things going for it, and I'm excited to show you all a nice walk around of this car. We're going to show you outside, inside, take it on a little trip up the highway, and we'll tell you all about it. So let's get into it. And here she is, a beautiful example of an absolutely gorgeous 1991 Cadillac Brougham D'elegance. This car is an absolutely stunning car. Now, this would be my second Academy Gray D'elegance Brougham that I've ever had. And ironically, I didn't realize this. The last Academy Gray D'elegance Brougham that I sold earlier this year on Bring a Trailer was actually the last D'elegance Brougham that I have actually sold. I had the white one just a few weeks ago, but I haven't had a D'elegance in a while. So I'm glad that this is like its little sister over here. I think the only difference with the two cars, really, obviously the mileage, but this car has a red pinstripe on it, where the other one didn't. I actually kind of forget. I think it was like a charcoal gray stripe. But this one has a red pinstripe, which it looks beautiful. It's a painted stripe from the factory. Just somebody chose red over gray or black or whatever other color you'd go with on a car of this color. Now, Academy Gray is kind of like a charcoal color. It's a beautiful color in the sunlight, and you can see here just what I mean by that. This is a D'elegance package, so this has the double tufted leather seats. 1991 is a great year because this would have been the first year for the base clear for paint. 1990 was the last year that GM used lacquer, and they had issues with that. We all kind of see these cars over time start to get a little haze on the top of the deck lid, on the hood. That's what they call lacquer checking. But 1991 was the first year of base clear, so you didn't have that issue with these cars, which was great because they stand up a lot better. They look better for a lot longer, obviously. 5.7 liter powered, which, in the collector Brougham world is what everybody wants. I'm an advocate to say 91, 92, if it's a 5 liter, it's just as good, because the 5 liters are basically just a smaller version of the 350. It's 305 Chevy, fuel injected, small block. So all the same technology, really just a little less power, but honestly, it's a great driving car. And that's why I'll advocate against, or for them, I should say. 1990 was the only year for the 307 carryover. So that one is a little doggish, but I have one in my own collection, and I still love it because you know what? When you drive these cars, you're driving these cars to enjoy them. They're not hot rods. They're not race cars. You're not towing a trailer with them, for the most part, I think. They're just enjoyable cars, and that's what they were built for. Now, one of the things that I love about this car so much is the originality of the car. It's a very original car. Paint-wise, fillers, all that stuff. It's basically as the car came, and it's been so well cared for and so well preserved. Almost a lifelong Virginia car. A collector had the car in West Virginia for the last few years, and then the car has come up here to New Hampshire to me. But this car shows really well. It's got everything that you want, essentially. Like I said, D'elegance interior. It has the base coat, clear coat. It's got the 5.7 liter, the D'elegance package. But the best thing is it's got 74,000 miles. So it's not like my last Academy Gray one. That car had 19,000 miles. And to some people, and I know it sounds crazy, to some people they'd have a problem buying a car like that because they fear they're going to devalue the car by driving it. And, it's kind of a numbers thing. 19 sounds better than 20. 20 sounds better than 30, etc. Well, this car was driven and enjoyed. And because it was driven and enjoyed, now you can get in and drive and enjoy. But the best thing is whoever drove this and enjoyed this car throughout its life when it was in Virginia took such great care of it, and it really shows. I mean, the car shows so well. 74,000 miles is usually higher than I normally get these cars in with, but this car shows just as nice as some of my lower mileage cars. Beautiful luster on the paint. I believe all original paint on this car. It's got the original vinyl top. All the lower cladding is in really great shape. Beautiful set of wire caps on the car. All the bright work and chrome is in really nice shape. You know, it just shows that somebody had a lot of pride in owning this car. So we're going to go around the car. I'm going to show you a few little bumps and bruises to be expected with a car of its age and its mileage. But like I said, this car is definitely in a lot better condition than a lot of 70, 80,000 mile cars. This one's just a tick over 74,000 miles on this one. So we'll start on this fender here. You can see got a little bit of a chip right there in the paint, but you can see here that beautiful red painted stripe. Really nice set of matched Hankook Optimo tires. Nice wire caps. It's got a little bit of a ding right down on the bottom there. Nothing too crazy. We come down here and you can see all the bright work. I hate doing pictures this time of the year because the sun is so low. It's always behind you. But the paint on this car is in really nice shape. All this stainless is in really nice shape, telling me that this car was garage, because if this car stayed outside, I mean, I got 30 or 40,000 mile cars that this stainless doesn't look as bright, and it's consistent through the whole car, which tells me this car was garage. It wasn't that somebody polished this. This is original, you know, unweathered stainless. Stainless around the windshield is in nice shape. The glass itself is in really nice shape. I believe, yep, this is the original windshield in this car. Beautiful vinyl top on the car. Shows really well. Very soft and pliable vinyl is in really nice shape as well. We'll come down the side here. A couple little minor little chip there. A couple little minor ones on the door edge guard right there. And then a few series of minor chips and scratches right there. Come down the door in the back here. Again, shows really nice. Lower molding shows really nice as well. Again, beautiful vinyl top, built in Texas by Texans. They're proud. Yeah, it is fall here in New Hampshire, and the leaves are falling. Like I said in my last video, I love this time of year, especially because it's my birthday season, but I hate what comes after this. Coming down the quarter panel here, just very minor little things. I mean, that's really what this car has, is just very minor stuff. Another beautiful Hankook Optimo, really nice tread on these tires. I don't think they have a lot of miles on them. No dings or abrasions on that cap. Come down the quarter panel here, beautiful D'elegance script. Now that's the only telltale sign of these cars on the outside that it's D'elegance or not. Some people ask me that, like, how can you tell? That's it. It'll either say Brougham or Brougham D'elegance. And really the only difference with the interior is the seats, aside from the badging and stuff on the inside as well. You come down and said cladding here. All this cladding is in nice shape. These are original filler panels. Still has the original decal pinstripe. Now these are painted on the car, and then these from the factory were a decal. Really nice original filler panels in really great shape. Paint on this car, you can see the luster, you can see the reflection of the building that I'm next to. It does have a few small spots here, two right here on the trunk lid. Probably from something earlier in its life, maybe tree sap or something that got on it. It wasn't taken off immediately. Two little chips there, nothing too crazy. But overall, it shows really nice. You can see the luster in that. And that's, like I said, something, the base clear is nice to have on these cars. I have a few lacquer cars in my own collection, and they are a little tougher to keep this nice and to have a nice shine. All the chrome, the colors and the emblems are in nice shape. The chrome on the deck lid here, all the chrome on the car is actually in really nice shape. Doesn't show any pit marks or pot marks like the car sat outside. These two filler panels have been recently replaced. Those are the first ones to go, the most common ones, especially with gas spillage. You know, just to show you how well this car has been kept and loved, it still has this little flapper thing here where you conveniently grab your finger. Those are usually all broken off by now. I very rarely see that still on a car. And the other cool thing is, and I know this is super minor and super stupid, but this car actually still has the original license plate screws that these cars came with when they left the GM factory. They're little tiny, coarse Phillips screws with a Phillips screw head on them. And those are the original ones that these cars came with. Chrome on the bumper is in really nice shape. Very minor scratching, you know, as to be expected. Very little bit of fade over here. You can kind of see minor on this side. You get the Cadillac and the 5.7 liter badging is in nice shape. A little bit of a scratch right there on that rear impact strip. A couple little chips there. Now, one of the things with this rear bumper, and I don't know if it's, you can kind of see it, but right here, I think this impact strip, maybe somebody backed into something at one point, because the strip itself has kind of got a little bow to it. This isn't a crack, this is actually a scratch. But the bumper is nice and straight. It's just this rear impact strip right here. You can kind of feel a little bit of a low spot in the strip, but standing back here, it shows really well. Again, I try to get up and close and personal with these cars because most of my buyers of these cars are not local. And I'd rather show you too much and make the car sound worse than it is. That way, when you get the car, it's like, wow, this is really not that bad. I'm, you know, surprised he even mentioned something like that. But I'm only human, and these cars are 30 years old, so I try to do my best. All the paint up on the top here is in nice shape. Looks like it has a couple little chips right there, but again, original vinyl tape. This is an itty bitty piece right there. The tail light end is nice. A little minor scratch right there. Brougham D'elegance emblem. I hate coming around this time of the year with the sun coming down like this. Side cladding again on this side is really nice. Vinyl top, I think I already showed you this side, is in nice shape. Very minor fade to this trim piece. It's like a painted trim piece that matches the top. Very minor bit of fade there. Emblems are in good shape. A couple little two spots here. There aren't really spots. There's nothing on the top, but maybe something was on the top at one point. Come down over here. Show you this hubcap is in real nice shape. Another Hankook optimal tire. Come down the side here. This door is in nice shape as well. It does have a little scratch right there. You can kind of see it right there. A couple other very minor little chips. Nothing too crazy. Little guy right there. But again, all this stainless is nice. All the window sweeps are in nice shape. The chrome pillars, all the chrome around the windows are in really nice shape. Come down here, you can see a little minor chip right there. Looks like a couple little minor spots right on the door edge, probably from opening it up. And then a few little spots here in the paint. This looks like a paint transfer. I absolutely hate this time of year. The sun, with the sun being so low during the fall season, it's always difficult to do pictures and videos outside. And then the slight breeze that I have behind me just makes it a little bit more difficult. You can see here original PPG windshield, and again, beautiful paint on the hood of this car and all the stainless trimming going down the side. And you can just see the shine on this, and then the depth of the metallic is absolutely beautiful. And then the fender here. Fender is in real nice shape. All the corner lights and bezels, side impact strips are in nice shape. Another Hankook Optima on this hubcap has two minor scuffs, one on this side and one on that side. Those are kind of like scratches in the cap themselves. I'll take a look and see if I have a nice cap. Maybe I can swap that out before the car leaves here. Power antenna was just installed and rebuilt. That I installed myself, so that is all set. common thing with these cars. A lot of people just sell them with broken antennas. Drives me nuts because they're so easy to rebuild once you get them out. Come up on the header panel here, a couple little minor chips right there. A little chip on the leading edge of the hood. Very minor scratch right there. Let's take a look around. Thought there was one, yep, right there. And then there's two marks right in the middle of the hood. Right there. Now you can't kind of see it at that angle, but you can kind of see it right there. And then you can see another one right there. Again, might have been like sap or something way back in the day, but cleaned up really, really nicely. There you can kind of see it a little bit more right there, those two spots. Come around the front here. Just minor stuff, probably from bugs and whatnot throughout its years, but chrome is in really nice shape. Impact strips are in really nice shape. A couple minor little chips. Chrome on the grille is beautiful. No cracks, no breaks or anything like that. Corner lights, glass headlights, composite. Bumper impacts are in nice shape. A couple little minor marks right there. And this one's got a few chew marks on it. I do like the original heritage badge. Shows that somebody was a true Cadillac owner and enthusiast throughout the years to buy multiple Cadillacs. Nice smooth paint. It does have the headlamp monitors. Come around this side. Show that beautiful. I mean, you can see the depth in the chrome here. Again, the lenses are in beautiful shape. Chrome shows really well. This impact strip is in nice shape. It does have a little abrasion right there. Not too bad. I absolutely love that shot of the front end of these cars. My favorite part of these cars is that beautiful 90-92 only front end on these cars. So let's take a look now on the inside, and then we'll take it for a spin. Before we jump into the interior of this car, I just want to send a big thank you to all my new subscribers, all my current and long-time subscribers for watching the channel here. All your watches and your interactions with these cars with me mean so much to me, and both myself and Papa Bear. He absolutely loves going through those comments. So take a few minutes if you can and leave a comment for Papa Bear down below. I know he'll like that. All right, getting into the inside of this beautiful D'elegance Cadillac, 1991 Brougham. You can see a beautiful gray leather interior, and that ever so comfortable double stuffed pillow top, we'll say, D'elegance leather. I absolutely love it. Best interior ever put in a Cadillac. You can see here all the heavy wear items are not heavily worn in this car. Again, very well cared for car, because you can see here even like the armrest. This is where everybody puts their arm, and usually you split here. All the wood trimming is in really nice shape. The chrome on the buttons are in really nice shape. Even the door pull, super nice. All the weather stripping is nice and clean. And even inside the gin here, I mean, look at how clean this is all the way down on both sides. You have the Brougham sill plate here. The door hinge covers are in nice shape. It's kind of cool that Cadillac put these on these cars. Real nice carpeting area. Even, like I said, the heavy areas where you usually see the most amount of wear and dirt is in really nice shape. And again, this car's got 74,000 miles on it. So this isn't a 20,000 mile car, but it shows so well. You know, it'd be hard to argue the miles with this one. You can see the beautiful leather interior, and the leather is still very soft in this car, very supple on both the back and the side. Center armrest also in nice shape, shows very minor wear right up on the top there, a little bit of color. And then even the leather wrapped steering wheel. This is a 74,000 mile steering wheel, which is crazy because usually these steering wheels didn't last. But whoever drove this car throughout its life took really good care of it and didn't have a real heavy grip on it, and took really good care of that leather wrapped wheel. Original beautiful dash pad, no cracks. Again, another common spot on these cars. You can see the carpeting is in super nice shape on this car. But we'll get back up front in just a minute. Let's take a look at the back seat area of this car. And again, all inside the door jambs, super clean. Rear package tray, super nice. All the trim is up nice and tight on the rear here, and then you can see it's got the rear third brake light, and then that right there, it's kind of hard to see, but those two little snake eyes are your lamp monitors to the back, which are kind of cool. You see those in your rear view. A little bit of a ding here in the stainless, but the carpet is in real nice shape back here as well. Your seat back pockets are nice and tight. They're not all loose and flapping around. Carpet is consistently nice across the back here. Again, the beautiful leather, D'elegance. All the little buttons are all present. The side bolstering, real nice. Rear seat belts. Even has the embroidered Cadillac crest on there. Come over to the door panel here. One of the neat little features that they put in these 1992s is these stamped little rubber top door pulls. All those are in really nice shape. It's common for these little rubber pieces to pop off, someone grabbing it. But all the door panels are in nice shape. This is the other telltale D'elegance script on these cars, other than the seats. On the interior here, all the door paneling is in really nice shape. The chrome pockets are, super nice. Ashtrays are super clean. Cigarette lighters in the back. All this trimming shows that this car was really well cared for. Even on the back here, this panel on the seat, usually if stuff's thrown in and out of the back of the seat, this gets all scuffed up and beat up, and this car has absolutely none of that going on. Got to be your typical Cadillac buyer, new older couple who just really loved and took great care of this car. And like anything that older folks have, they keep things to last. They take care of stuff, and this is kind of like the last of that time. I think you're going to see stuff like this, because today cars are bought as appliances and used as appliances, and you just don't see the loving care put into them like these older cars. Or again, beautiful leather seating. All the backs of the front seats are in nice shape. Does have a center armrest here. All the seat belts are nice and present. One thing that's kind of common, it looks like this one's breaking apart a little bit, is the plastic housings that the belts go into here. Over time, just start getting a little brittle. The trim here, stainless. How nice that is. 74,000 miles. No rust in any of the door jambs. Real common spot to start seeing it is down here, where this little like vent is to let water come through the door. It starts to rust around there, and then all these little nuts start rusting off. Again, door panels are in real nice shape. Has a little Cadillac lock knobs. All the chrome, you just look at the chrome, is beautiful on all this stuff. And this is stuff that can't be duplicated. The quality of this wood trimming and the chrome, all this artificial stuff, cannot be duplicated. You can't redo this door panel to make it look this nice. And that's the thing about finding one of these cars that's older, an original, and nice, well kept, versus trying to restore one. These cars are near impossible to restore, because all these intricate little pieces, even stuff like this that I told you and showed you how nice this is on the car, all the weather stripping, isn't cracked up. It's still very, very soft. And this is another reason why I like northern cars versus your Texas cars or your Florida cars. A lot of people think I just grab these cars out of Florida left and right. I very rarely buy these cars out of Florida, because a Florida car would not have the original trim on the bottom, probably wouldn't have the original top, definitely wouldn't have all this weather stripping in this kind of condition. I mean, there's no splits. Look how soft it is. To give my sausage fingers, but look how soft all that trim is. This is what I really love about cars like this. Someone took great care of this car. Sill panels, super nice. And that door panel, no cracks, no splits. All the chrome in here is all in really nice shape. Dual power seats, power recliners, both work perfectly. Got the door pulls all inside the pockets. Even the passenger side is super clean. Weather stripping up on the top here. Again, crack-free dash pad. Very common to see these things starting to crack up on the defroster vent areas. And again, this is all those little details are little details that you just cannot duplicate and cannot restore. Now this I see here, this is kind of a common stress point for these here. This was taken out when the headliner was done in this car, and unfortunately probably broken in doing that, but that's really the only damage I've noticed on this car from that. It does have the original litter bin. Even the carpeting up front here looks like a little minor stain right in the corner there, but nothing too crazy. Leather, again, nice and soft on this car. Super supple on even on the backs as well. Now one thing is I couldn't really do much with, you can see here, is this kind of edging is starting to come off. It looks like it tucks around and tucks in there. I don't know if this trim comes off. I've never really had to fix one of these before, so we're just going to kind of leave that like that. But the top surface is really nice. You know, you might be able to bring it to an upholstery shop and they could kind of tuck it up in there and glue it, but where this car is actually here on consignment, so there's some stuff like that that I didn't want to really mess with because it's not per se my car. And dash pad shows super nice on this one as well. All right, let's pop the hood. Hood's already popped, Anthony. Might as well just take a look. Let's pop the hood. See that big 5.7 liter V8, two ways to tell. 5.7 liter right here on the radiator shroud or cap or whatever. It does have a brand new radiator in it that I just put in. It does have a recent water pump as well. Very clean under here. Again, this is a Virginia car, most of its life, so it shows really nice. All the intake and everything is in super clean shape. All the trimmings, nuts, bolts, like I show you in all the Lincolns, shows really well. And you get the 5.7 liter badge right up there on the top of the air cleaner as well. All right, so behind the wheel of this Brougham, I'll show you what I got for keys. I got two beautiful gold keys for this car. I'm gonna start this up. And one of the things that I love so much about these cars is all the warning telltales behind that wooden strip, that translucent wooden strip. 5.7 liter, 350 fires right up, 74,220 miles. I have the original owner's manual here with the guides and pamphlets in there. And then inside this guy here is the hubcap lock key. We'll pop the trunk while we're in there. All your climate control works. I'm gonna put that on. Nope, we're gonna put it on auto. Don't know what we'll get for air conditioning today. It's kind of chilly out. I can hear the compressor turn on, so air does work. And like I said, we did just rebuild and install copyright issues there, but power antenna is nice and straight, goes up and down perfectly. Let's take a look inside the trunk. Open that up, and there is my floor mat. I'll take that out for a second there. You can see it does have 4 floor mats. The front two are definitely not original to this vintage. They look like they're out of maybe like an 80s Brougham, although they do look fairly nice. So I don't know if they maybe threw the other ones away. I don't know why someone would do that, but 74,000 miles, I guess anything is possible. It does have the rear ones as well with the original trunk mat underneath it. You have a spare tire that looks like it's never been on the ground. It's still got the little nubs. And then up back there is where your jack and the lug wrench are. Option tag right there. And inside the edge of the deck lid on both sides is super nice. I'm going to take this, one click, and she goes right down. All right, now we can take it for a drive. It does have the automatic door lock feature where as soon as you put it in park and take it out of park, it locks the doors. Does have your power adjustable seats with power recline, like I said, on both sides. Works. Windows all work. Horn works. Has that 4-note trumpet horn. We got cruise. We'll try that when we get it on the road here. So let's take this thing on the road. Take it for a little spin up the highway. Just like that white one. I absolutely love looking over the hood of these cars. It gives it a real nice presence on the road. And this car just drives down the road so nicely. Hey, nice little buggy. Alright. Narrow. Someone asked in my last video, they saw the odometer flickering like that. Like I say in almost every one of my videos. That's not actually happening in real life. I always forget the actual terminology they use for it, but something to do with the LED pixels and the way the camera and the flashes or whatever. So it's not really going crazy like that. Anyways, we'll jump on the highway here. Take it out. Here we come. Woo! That was probably 3/4 throttle. I don't like romping on these cars too much. She cruises down the road nicely, no vibrations or shakes, no tire balance issues. Steering wheel is nice and straight. Doing 75 already. Try that cruise control out. Cruise engaged. See the little green lights on over there. We have cruise control. Shut that off. Houston, we have cruise control. Brakes are nice and responsive. No pulls or abnormalities there. You can see it's fall up here in New England. Oh, the leaves are changing. Soon we'll be raking them off our lawns. Anyways, this is where I usually start to taper off my video. I don't even know how long this one's been. Looks like it's going to be a long one, so I apologize. Totally appreciate everybody for watching. My name is Anthony, SpecialtyMotorcars.net. You can check out all the still pictures of this car. You can also get all the pricing and information there as well, but I will put the price at the end of the video here, like I always do. And like I always say, don't let distance stop you from getting a dream car like this in your driveway, because I can help ship the car. The white one that I got in, I brought all the way up from West Palm Beach, Florida, and I sold it, and it's ultimately going back to Palm Beach, Florida, to a different person. It's crazy where these cars sometimes come from and go right back to. But enclosed, ship that one up and down. I can ship this one to you open and closed. You name it. You want to fly in and drive it home, you're more than welcome to as well. 978-930-1004 is my number. You can give me a call anytime. Again, 978-930-1004. I totally appreciate everybody for watching. Like I said, check me out on my website, SpecialtyMotorcars.net. You can also hit up my merch store there. Get a Papa Bear or Anthony sweatshirt, t-shirts, hats, all that good stuff. Whoa, Bessie. We'll slow this big girl down. You can get all that good stuff there as well. And finally, the price on this beautiful Cadillac. This one's going to be listed out at $22,995. Like I said, if you have any questions, give me a call, 978-930-1004. Let's see what we can do to make this Cadillac your next classic in your driveway. Totally appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks again. 978-930-1004. We'll talk to you on the next one.